Hello beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to my spiritual oasis, here weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. We are doing a all signs, all zodiac signs, pick a card reading where we're basically we ask Spirit, what is your soul truth message today? So we're using the soul truth deck. We have another oracle deck and a tarot card for clarification for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So feel free to watch your sun, moon, and or rising sign, all three of them, and triangulate the messages. Will probably get you the most accurate reading today, and a more customized and more personal reading as well when you start to tap into the dynamic trio messages and start to blend those messages together. These are general readings, so with any reading, whether it is general or not, you are meant to use your own powers of intuition and discernment to determine which messages are meant for you. So only take what resonates with you. Before we get into the groups, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected here. Click like on the video. If something resonated, drop a comment down below and let me know what groups you checked out, what you were called to do. I am planning also to do a collective reading at the end. So if none of the messages really resonate with you, watch the collective because it might resonate with you, okay? If you're interested in your own personal reading, connect with me on Etsy. Link will be in the description bar below. And I think those are the upfront messages. Okay, so as far as we have the links there will be link timestamps in the description for all of the signs. But just to go over them briefly, we do have Aries. So we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Then at the bottom, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And that is the order that we're going to be doing the readings in. So if you need a moment or some moments to meditate on which group or groups has your message in it, please do pause the video at this point in time. Otherwise, we're going to get into the readings. Hello Aries, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading, where we are asking Spirit, what is your soul truth message today? I was literally shuffling out the deck, and as I was doing, I was like, what is Aries' soul truth question? Soul truth question for Aries. So this is a message catered to you. So we are going to start with your soul truth card. Your question that Spirit pulled out was, what are the dominant emotions that run your life? Okay, so that is your journaling question for the week. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, and the journey. Okay, so you can pause the video if you want to read the back of the card. We're going to keep going and get into more of your message. So we pulled a StarDragon oracle card for you on the message for you. So we have effort as well as the 7 of Cups. So this is your message. Interesting that they're both number 7s. The number 7 is a number that's connected to like digging for the truth, searching for the truth. So I feel like dominant emotions, really leaning into that. Are you pessimistic? that for some reason came up. Sometimes, like, especially when things don't go your way, this is the message that I'm getting. Sometimes when things don't go your way, you can be pessimistic. So I feel like you're typically good at making decisions, but we know that we're not all purely one sign. So when you're in a situation where you have many choices, many options, how does that make you feel? Are you indecisive? Are you wishy-washy? Are you very certain and sometimes choose the wrong thing, but kind of go back and redo it? I'm just really curious. I'm kind of being nosy a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm just feeling like there's really a message around controlling your anger, channeling your passionate energy into making solid choices and decisions for your life, using your emotional energy. So often when we think about fire signs, we don't think of them as being emotional per se. But I feel like the emotions are more like passion, independence. There's kind of an intensity and a drive to that Aries energy. And it's like making sure that you're using that energy to grow yourself, to progress yourself in a positive direction, to make solid decisions for yourself. And if you're not quite in that place, I feel like there's a message that there's going to be some effort to get you there, that conquering your demons and overcoming some of your, I would say, insecurities, or like you're quick to anger, you're quick to be frustrated, your impatience, your impulsiveness, like tempering that energy and focusing more on like, just kind of leveling it out is what I'm getting. Aries can be very intense, kind of very extreme. So I feel like there's a message around like kind of tempering that energy, bringing it back down to earth a little bit, and not this is the final message that I have for you, Aries, not to allow your emotions to control your life, not to allow your emotions to make decisions for you, but for you to develop, conquer your demons by developing yourself from the inside out, using more logic, right? Because we're the number 7 again, which is about that logic, that analysis, analyzing. So there's like a more of a pause moment, more of an analysis, more of a, okay, let's take all the facts and dig into them, ask questions if we don't know all the answers, instead of just jumping right into things or like making decisions right off the top of your head. But there's a message around kind of slowing down, calming down a little bit, and making decisions from a place and a position of power, intelligence, and like spirit, like using intuition and discernment and all that kind of stuff to like just kind of bring it back a little bit, calm it down, hanged man energy, when you're making decisions, and making sure that your emotions aren't making the decision for you, but that you are making the decision that best fits or suits your life. Okay, so Aries, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment down below if something resonated. Click like and subscribe, and I will see you in an upcoming video. Bye. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Let's go ahead and get your energy here. All right, so we asked Spirit, I asked Spirit on your behalf what your soul truth question was. So basically, this is the message that you are meant to take with you this week to journal on and kind of dig into, meditate on, and spend a little bit of time with. And so the message for you, Taurus, is, am I clear? So are you clear? Are you clear on what your soul really wants? Okay. So I'm going to turn the card over. You can pause it if you want to read the back of the card. The message around clarity to me is so important, because And I talk about this a lot in some of my other videos, but clarity is king. Consistency is queen. So being clear on what you want and having your communication to spirit on what you want, being very clear, is important to manifest the life that you want. All right, so we have Dahlia. Refinement. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, hello. That totally makes sense with the clarity message here, because we're talking about being clear and this idea of refinement. So refining your message, air. We have the element of air. The number 42 reduces down to the number 6, which is a number about love. We have Scorpio here. I feel like Scorpio to me is kind of tying into this message around, you know, death and rebirth, release, regeneration, almost like starting anew is connected to Scorpio energy. Love is like kindness, and there's kind of like a deep sort of, we have justice, truth, and clarity. Oh my gosh, your message is totally triangulating today. I literally did not look at these cards. This is my first time seeing them as well. Truth, clarity. Yeah, I feel like there's a message for you, Taurus, about trusting yourself, being clear in what you want, being patient as you kind of learn how to communicate clearly. If you're not already a person who communicates clearly, I feel like if you vibe hard with Taurus energy, you might be more tangible, more hands-on. You might even be in situations, especially if you feel like Mercury in any earth sign really, but specifically Taurus or Capricorn, that there might be, you know, you process things and it's kind of slow. I mean, it's not saying that you're slow as in, you know, challenged, but slow as in you just take your time. You process through things, you plan, you like to really kind of think things through so that when you actually open your mouth, you're like saying something intelligent. But I would just say, like, be patient with yourself as you are learning how to communicate clearly what you want. I also feel like there's a message around what does your soul want? And if you're not clear, truly clear on what it is, like getting in alignment with your path and purpose, then to me would be the next step. That would be what you are journaling on this week. Like what am I intended to do? What is my path and purpose? You know, what do I want to spend my energy on? And if you're looking to astrology, I would look at, okay, so there's lots. I do these readings, actually, it's one of the more popular readings, like your path and purpose readings. And astrologically can be really kind of complicated, but these are the things that I would look at initially. I would look at your, I always look at sun, moon, rising, but I would look at your fifth house, ruler. If you have any planets in your fifth house, what are they and what are their energies? I would look at the planet, the natural planetary ruler of your fifth house ruler. So for example, my fifth house is in Scorpio. The natural ancient planetary ruler of Scorpio is Mars. So then I would look at where Mars is in my chart, like what house Mars lives in my chart. I would also suggest you look at Venus. Where's Venus in your chart? What house and what sign? That's going to tell you a lot about what you love And then I would look at Mars, because Mars is going to tell you a lot about what you, I mean, there's so many things to look at. Mars will tell you the things that you're passionate about, what you're willing to like put your energy behind. And then your sun sign, which talks about like your soul's calling, basically, like your unique mark on the world. Your soul's gravitates towards that energy. But I feel like your message has beautifully triangulated today. We have the justice, truth, clarity. I feel like there's also a message around fairness and like being fair to you, being patient with yourself keeps coming up too. Refinement, refining your thoughts, refining and being clear on what you're thinking, because what you're thinking and what you is what you communicate to the universe. Your mind is the last stop in your body to the universe. So having a clear mind and being mindful about what you're thinking and how you're speaking to yourself and how you're talking about the things that you desire. So my beautiful souls, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming message. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Let's go ahead and snatch up your cards here. All right. So your soul truth question this week is, where can I ask for more help in my life? That's interesting. Where can I ask for more help? So you can pause the video if you need a moment to read the back of the card. Are you the type of person that struggles with asking for help? Are you a very independent person? Or maybe a little paranoid? So we have nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So I feel like this message for some of you could be talking about asking for help, like from spirit, from your spirit guides. I feel like there's also a message around knowing that you're not alone, knowing that you're connected to a community, a network. So networking is energy connected to Gemini, but I feel like sometimes Geminis can really just be in their heads so much that it's like almost like they lose sight of the fact that they are connected. Like they're not by themselves, even though they can feel that way when they're in their minds a lot. And then you have the Justice card. So I feel like, the Justice card is all about truth and balance and harmony and what is right and what is wrong. To me, with Justice, I feel like this idea of fairness talks about you being fair to yourself as well, being kind to yourself, being honest with yourself. So when you're in a situation where you need assistance or help, be honest with yourself. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to need help. You don't have to be the one to figure it out all the time on your own by yourself. I feel like there's a strong message also around communing with nature and just kind of getting away from the chaos that life can be sometimes. I feel like if you're watching this, you're plugged in, right? You're connected to technology in some way. And, I think technology is wonderful. I think there are opportunities to connect in technology, but I feel like sometimes we over depend on technology, and I feel like there's a message around connecting with nature and communing with nature and, unplugging in a way. And being truthful and honest when you need that time or you need those moments to clear your mind. All right, so beautiful soul, these are the messages that I've channeled for you. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment down below if something resonated. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. So Your soul truth question, super crooked, awesome. Your soul truth question is, am I afraid to be seen? Are you afraid to be seen, Cancer? Can be, right? Sometimes a little shy, maybe, unless you're around like your people. Sometimes. So let's flip over some of this guiding energy. Feelings. The Chariots. The message that I'm actually receiving for you, Cancer, is that some of you might be in a position where, oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn your card over. You can pause the video if you need a moment to read the back. The message that I'm getting is that you've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes, which you're perfectly okay doing. I'm also getting the message for some of you that you have been like just charging forward in life, getting ish done. Maybe focused on career is what I'm getting, like really just kind of heads down. Maybe you're in school, you're studying something, or you're focused, really focused on your career or something like that is what I'm getting. But you've been really disciplined and really determined. And I feel like you're kind of approaching a place or space or time in your life or your career where you kind of almost need to come from behind the curtain, right? Like you've been the Wizard of Oz, making magic happen, making things happen. But I feel like now you're kind of being pulled out of your comfort zone, pulled out of like a place of protection, kind of hidden in the background where you're doing the thing, but you're not the face of anything. But I feel like you're being called or pulled to be the face of something is the message that I'm receiving for you today. And maybe you have some feelings about that. There may be some discomfort or weariness or unsettled energy. And so I feel like the message for you, Cancer, is that it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel the way you feel. I also am getting a message that it's like you've worked so hard to get where you are. You've been so disciplined. You've been so determined and just like focused, and you're doing all of the work, that this is just an evolution in your life, like your advancement. I feel like it's the next kind of draw for your soul. Your soul's direction, your true north exists in this place where you are being seen in some way, shape, or form. And it's okay to be uncomfortable with that, but I feel like hiding from it or trying to weasel out of it is going to slow down the progress that you've made thus far. Like I feel like you've just been booking, like you've just been killing it, doing the daggone thing, making moves. And now I feel like this is almost like, like this could be the thing. If you try to avoid it or you try to get out of it, this could be the thing to like slow down your momentum is what I'm getting. It's almost like, when a rhinoceros is charging or a bull is charging, it's like you're in that stride, and this could be what like messes that stride up if you allow it to. So like I said, there's a message around it being okay to feel uncomfortable, being okay. I'm feeling also that this might be a Saturn lesson for you. I'm feeling really intensely that this might be a Saturn lesson for you, and that's why you're feeling so triggered by it, that you've probably up to this point kind of been avoiding this, and now you can't. Now you can't avoid it anymore. So if you are afraid to be seen, this is a good question for you to take with you, especially if you're being put in a position where you're going to have to be seen, or maybe you're kind of feeling like this is going to be something that you're going to have to do and you're feeling a little weary about it. Journal through it, feel the feelings, talk about them, write about them, whatever. And it's okay again to feel uncomfortable, but just know that this is your soul's calling. Like this is the next This is the evolution, your soul's evolution, and you need this to continue forth, okay? So my beautiful Cancers, these are the messages that I have shared for you, that I have channeled and shared with you today. I hope this was helpful. If something resonated, drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. We are getting soul truth messages from Spirit today. So let's take a look. At your soul truth question. When was the last time you danced freely? I'm going to turn the card over. You can pause it if you want to read it. Really, what I'm feeling with this message is this idea of, you know, dance, like, and when I'm talking about dance here, it's like dancing in your living room when no one's looking at you. You are completely, this is like singing in the shower, right? You are completely in your own zone. No one else is there, even if they are physically there. They're not there. You're in your own zone. You're in your own space. There's something very liberating about just moving your body. Sometimes we don't do enough of that, but to me it's a freeing energy and a creative form, a form of creative expression. Even if you don't think you're a good dancer or whatever, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It's just about moving your body how your body wants to move, even if it's completely awkward and super jerky and weird. No one cares. No one's there. No one's paying attention. This is just you and your body and your movements and spirit and energy. That's it, okay? Ooh, I love this. So we have invention as well as the Six of Pentacles. So the message, okay, this is really, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So what I'm actually seeing for you, I'm feeling like you've been dedicating a lot of time, energy, and resources in and or with other people. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles is reiterating that thought, because I was looking at this loyalty, this idea of loyalty, and I'm feeling like there's a message around you doing something for you, you freeing you up, you burning with your own passions and inventing and being creative, especially if you've found yourself like somehow gotten out of that space of creativity, that space of creation. If you've kind of in some ways maybe disconnected with the seed of your intent, like your life passion and intention. For some of you, it's almost like you kind of got off, or you took a detour for some reason. For some of you, I'm seeing maybe family, and it could be like a spouse or a child, because you are the, you know, that Leo energy, fifth house energy covers children. So it could be like a spouse or a child, or I'm also getting maybe like an ailing family member, like a needy family member, like needed your help. So you kind of parted ways, or you took a detour off of your original path. And I feel like Spirit is calling you back to your path, simply by doing something freeing yourself in this way. It doesn't cost you anything, right, to dance in your living room with the curtains closed, right? It doesn't cost you anything. But the idea is that it opens up your mind and heart and soul and spirit to this idea of invention and reconnecting with your creative core and your creative passions. I'm just feeling like Spirit is saying there's a need for you to invoke your passions again. It's almost like things have fizzled, the fire has fizzled down. The fire is now burning embers, and we need to stoke it and get it back to life again, is what I'm feeling here with your message. So if this is vibing with you, take this question, use it as a journal entry prompt, and write away. And then the next thing, turn on that music and dance your little heart out, and just get some things moving again, get some of that creative energy moving again. So my beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming message. Bye. Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. We're going to go ahead and get your soul truth question out. Alright, so your soul truth question is, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? Okay. So a boundaries question, Virgo. I'm going to turn your card over. You can pause if you want to read the back. Okay. I love conversations around boundaries. I love conversations around boundaries because I feel like a lot of times we feel guilty for setting boundaries, but really setting boundaries is a way of being loving to the people around us and to keep the people that we don't want around us away from us, okay? So we have Fig as well as the Traveler, so that's the Fool energy in this deck. Yep. So this is what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. I feel like if you're not already, you're going to be very soon on some sort of soul journey, some sort of adventure. The Fig connects with vitality energy. It's watery. It's the number 5 with Taurus energy as well, another earth sign energy. But what I'm really feeling here is this 5. The 32 reduces down to the number 5. The Traveler talks about adventure, and the number 5 is a very adventurous, kind of rebellious, adventurous sort of energy. And so that's what I'm feeling like you're about to go on an adventure, a soul journey, maybe even a physical like trip or something like that. But I feel like it's more so on a soul level where you are setting strong boundaries. And I feel like this setting boundaries in relationships often makes people uncomfortable because they feel like it's going to tear apart their relationships, but really boundaries only tear apart relationships that are toxic people or toxic energies that mesh with us don't want to be told no. They don't want to be told where they can't go. They want to do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. So when you set a boundary, there's that resistance and potentially a breaking because they're not getting what they want from the deal. But people that are high quality, people that belong in our world, in our space, that respect us as individuals, will actually see boundaries as a loving act. So that's how you can kind of tell. That's how you'll be able to tell if somebody is low vibration or high vibration in your life, is when you set boundaries. And if, they disappear, if they resist and then disappear, you know that they were low vibration. If they resist but stay, or if they don't resist and stay, then you'll know that they are in your life for the right reasons, okay? That their hearts are in a good place. And I always like to say, like, people who are low vibration in our life might be high vibration in someone else's life. That doesn't make them bad. It just makes them not a good fit for us in our place and time, okay? I'm also getting the message that because, Virgo, you are so focused on others, you're always like, you're always someone else's guardian angel. You're looking out for other people, which is a really beautiful energy. But I'm just getting the message here that it's time for you to like look out for you, to nurture yourself, to explore life a little bit, explore yourself a little bit, figure out what it is that you truly want. And some of those things might be service to others, which, you know, I could see that definitely being a part of it. But I feel like it's almost like you're not completing who you are. You're not triangulating yourself. You're just kind of staying in one lane, and you're not completing the whole like puzzle, or like, you know, those images kind of when you were younger and there were dots and you had to connect the dots with following the numbers. It's almost like you only connected some of the dots, and those are like the service dots where you're serving other people. And it's almost like when you're outside of that service space, you feel bad, like guilty for like looking after you. And the message that I'm receiving, if that's resonating with you, is that no, like you have to complete the dots, and actually you serve people better when you're completely in alignment and you're whole and you're full, and you know your passions and intent, and you know that whatever this is along that path and is a part of your purpose, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I feel like you're about to go on a spiritual sojourn, and part of that is developing boundaries, and part of that is going to be weeding out energies that don't belong in your space. So my beautiful Virgos, that is the soulful message that I have for you. Please do take that entry and journal with it. If something resonated, drop a comment, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Looking at soul truth messages. We'll go ahead and super crooked. Okay. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna get got. Let's look at your soul truth question. What is my body telling me right now? That's really interesting. Balance, Libra. Are you being balanced? Doesn't feel like it. Not if this is your soul truth question. Here, let me go ahead and turn your card over. You can pause and read it if you want. Yeah, so the message that I'm getting right away is that, you know, people often say that Libra is a sign of balance. No. Libra strives for balance. Libra strives for balance. Libra is often out of balance, which is why they have the scales, because they're striving for balance. So the message that I'm feeling for you, that I'm seeing for you, is that you're not balancing, like you're not balanced right now, and your body is manifesting that neglect and that situation. So it's like you're not balancing your sun energy, your moon energy. So your ego and your inner spaces, you're not respecting your inner spaces. You're allowing ego to take over, or vice versa. You're not balancing your energy with other people's energy, your needs with other people's needs. Like something's out of balance there, and it obviously can be different for everybody. But there is a message around fairness and harmony, and specifically for yourself, my love. Yep. So we have the hangman energy that's basically saying we gotta pause, we gotta get this together. Like we need to take a step back and get this together. And then we have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step number 1. So I feel like you could take both of those questions to journal this week, or you could maybe take either one or the other. But I feel like there's a strong message, especially if what you've been asking for, what you've been trying to manifest, has not been manifesting. I feel like that's kind of what's being communicated with you right now, is that you're not manifesting what you're going after because you're not being clear, and you're not being clear because you're not being fair to yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. you're being extreme, either one side or the other. You're catering to other people's energy and not your own, or there's something out of balance there. So then therefore your messages aren't being communicated clearly. I do feel like this card is also kind of feels like the Magician card as well. It's saying that you're in a place of manifestation, whether you're manifesting physical ailments, or you're manifesting abundance, or you're manifesting whatever. You're in a place of manifestation. And I feel like if you're not seeing what you want, then there's adjustments that need to be made in that mind space, in the way that you're treating yourself and the way you're nurturing your mind is what I'm getting. Like resting your mind, using your body if you maybe don't enough, like exercising, eating better, eating more healthful. But I feel like overall and in general, we're in a moment of pause right now because there's some things out of whack that need to get realigned, my darlings. So Libra, these are the messages that I've received for you. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment down below, click like and subscribe, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Let's go ahead and grab your cards here. Alright, so we're asking Spirit soul truth questions. We had Spirit select a soul truth question for you to take with this week for journaling and meditation. So your soul truth question is, who can I serve today? Okay, so I am going to turn the card over. You can pause if you want a moment to read the back of the card. Okay. I feel like there's a message around, like, I'm feeling like for some of you, there's like a family member or a friend, like somebody that's been on your heart and on your mind to contact, but you haven't got around to contacting them. And I feel like this is the message, like this is the triangulating confirmation to reach out to that person, to call them, to message them, to email them, anything, but there's communication needed. I'm feeling like someone like needs your light, needs your support, your smile, your something. Like I'm feeling like someone is down and they're in a kind of a rough place and they need you, or they need positive energy right now. Deep dive and the Emperor. Honestly, I feel like you've been really focused on work. Maybe you can serve someone in your work, depending on what your work is. But I feel like you've been really, really focused on leading something, starting something, taking an ownership role of something. I feel like you've also been working really and diligently towards stability in your life. I'm also getting independence as well. Some of you have been on a really intense soul searching journey, and I'm getting the message here that it's like you're far enough along on your journey, or maybe you've kind of, I'm saying like gotten out of like some shadow work energy. Like you've been working on either shadow or root work, something really deep, something emotionally trying, something really deep, something really intense. But you're like coming through the other side of that. You've been really, really focused on it. And now I'm getting the message like that's something that you learned, something that you've been working on spiritually. Like that message can really, really help somebody. Someone that you know needs that message or needs that energy, needs that encouragement is what I'm feeling here, what I'm vibing. If this doesn't make any sense to you at all, I feel like there's a message then around doing shadow work or doing root work. to get down into some spiritual / emotional duress or distress and healing some of those past scars and latent kind of energies that are just in there festering. Yeah, I just feel like there's also a message around, and you could already be doing this, and if you're not, then there's an encouragement for you to be focusing on stability and be focusing on creating a place and a space where you are able to be emotionally secure. And I'm getting for some of you that might include physical security as well. For most people it does. And that's okay. I'm getting for some of you that doing this deep dive work, this shadow work, this root work, either that you did or that you're being encouraged to do, it's going to, because I'm seeing the light, this little creature, this little deep sea creature with the light on the top of its face. The message that I'm getting with that is that doing this deep dive is actually going to like turn the light on. It's going to like, you're going to have an aha moment, like an Ace of Swords situation where you have like an aha moment and you're like, you gain clarity from doing this deep work. So maybe somebody you can serve as yourself today. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong with serving ourselves, especially if we need it. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, that was the soul truth message that I've channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. Click like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if something resonated with you. And I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. And welcome to your soul truth. Soulful7 soul truth seeking messages. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's fine. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So, your soul truth question that Spirit has for you this week is, are you focused on what you want most? I feel like with that Sagittarius energy, with the bow and arrow, it suggests that you're focused on something, but are you focused on what you want most? So you can pause the video if you want to read the card, read the back. There are a couple of signs that have messages around focus. So that's interesting. Ooh. So we have destruction and the world. I was also picking up, am I focused on what I want most? To me, that message also you can think of it like, am I focused on what I don't want more than I'm focused on what I do want? And I feel like I see this a lot when people are trying to manifest a partner. They dwell on the qualities that they don't like. Be like, I don't want the person to be like this. I don't want the person to be like that. And I feel like the message here is to flip it and focus on what you do want. Because otherwise you're giving those low vibrational energies attention. You're giving them energy. You're giving them effort by speaking them and thinking about them. And I feel like that also kind of makes you feel anxious. I don't know about you. When I talk about, like, when I'm trying to manifest a partner, and if I'm talking about all of these negative things, it puts me in a negative space. But if I'm talking about the positive things about this partner that I'm trying to manifest, or a job that you're trying to manifest, or whatever it is, right? It could be a lot of things. It actually puts you in a positive mindset. So you're like, yeah, I really want a partner who is, caring and chivalrous and attractive and funny and whatever. Like, I feel like that puts you into a better mind space, a positive mind space by, you're able to kind of dream up or imagine that type of person coming into your life. It's a really positive, uplifting experience rather than a pulling down sort of negative Nelly vibes there. Energy. So we do have destruction, releasing anger. I feel like it could be talking about anger, but I feel like it's more like, it almost feels like a Scorpio sort of 8th house, releasing low vibrational energy vibe. That's very much so connected to literally what I was just talking about. But this idea of kind of destroying the methods that you've been doing before. So especially if you've been focused on, again, like what you don't want or the negative things, switching that up, destroying that way that you've been doing things and doing it a different way, focusing on the things that you want most instead of the things that you don't want, focusing on the attributes, the positive attributes that you desire rather than focusing on the negative attributes. And I feel like this isn't really a new concept for you because you are Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. You're very optimistic and freedom loving and explorative. I'm getting the message that maybe some of you may have been put through it, maybe have had a difficult relationship or some sort of difficult interaction that maybe puts you in a negative space. And I feel like there's just a message of kind of getting back to that positive Sagittarius vibe that we love so much. And then we have the World, which I feel like the World is just, it's a completion card. I feel like it's saying that what you focus on is what you're going to get. That's what's going to come out at the end. So focus on what you want the most, and you're going to have a really beautiful, complete, fulfilling sort of situation. Something that feels complete, something that feels whole, something that hits all of the areas that you want it to. So for example, again, just keep going back to the romance thing, but you know, a partnership, if you focus on the things that you want, you're going to get those things, and those things are going to make you feel complete, right, in that relationship. So yeah, I feel like it's really great. To me, this also feels like you're in a position of manifestation as well. I feel like the destruction card is also kind of talking about, like, it feels like the Tower to me, like completely dissolving, destroying. It's like a lightning bolt that blows up everything that has been, and from the ashes of that rises what you truly desire, what you truly want, are the only pieces that you rebuild. There is some, rebuilding, shifting, moving, reworking. So my beautiful Sagittarius is, I don't know why I said it like that, but I did, so that's okay. These are the messages I've channeled for you today, beautiful soul. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Grabbing your cards. Something isn't right. Okay. Alright, so the soul truth question that Spirit wants you to take with you this week is, am I communicating my needs? Wasn't this a good question to all of us? I'm going to show you the back of the card. You can pause the video if you want to read it. I really love this message because sometimes we focus on so many things outside of ourselves, and I feel like that's also encouraged in our culture specifically, which this might sound weird because you're like, no, American culture is totally self-serving and self-centered. I think artificially, in reality, we are actually encouraged to pursue things outside of ourselves. We're encouraged to work ourselves to the bone, to our deathbed, like in order to impress people outside of ourselves. So it's not necessarily that we're doing we're working ourselves to the bone for ourselves. We're doing it to be cool or to fit in. Like, that's for other people, not for ourselves, right? So I feel like really no matter where you are, but this idea of communicating your needs, this idea of knowing your needs, this idea of acknowledging them, this idea of caring about them and understanding that it's okay to like do something for you, to lean into what you need and what you want, and to care for yourself and replenish your stores, and all of that kind of stuff is encouraged and necessary in order to live a fulfilling life. Capricorn is so ambitious. You are so rigorous and focused. You're realistic, practical, down to earth, which is great. It's beautiful. I feel like sometimes because you're so focused on that goal, you're so focused on that thing outside of you, achieving that task, doing that thing, that you're not always paying attention to yourself. You're not always paying attention to your physical well-being, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, eating well and all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like some of you tend to, especially like take care of your bodies, but I feel like there's a message around looking at you as well and not just things outside of yourself. Okay, so we have the Lime as well as the Two of Acorns. Ooh. Listen. Your business endeavors are going to be really successful. Look, we have you. We have Capricorn on the Lime card. It's water energy primarily. The word luck, the number 4. To me, this is saying that your diligence. So if you've been, when I flip these cards over, I was like, this has nothing to do with my message, but it does, but it doesn't. Okay, this is kind of a different message, but still the same. It's all the same. I feel like it's saying, okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting the connection. So there's a message here that's saying that your hard work, your dedication, your persistence, your like stable, methodical, realistic sort of energy where you're just staying on track is going to bring success. I'm feeling success from this. It's going to bring success. The message that I'm getting is that whether you communicate your needs or not, you're going to succeed. So you might as well communicate your needs. You might as well get what you need as well on the way, rather than put yourself into a pickle. Because if you put yourself into a pickle and you ignore your body, you ignore your needs and what you need, eventually you're going to end up like not being able to like do what you want to do, because your body's going to force you to listen to it eventually. I feel like you are on the right track. This is low-key off the topic, but if you're doing some sort of business thing or job thing, you're going for some promotion, or you're pushing some project or something that you're leading, that you're trying to make successful, I'm feeling like you're on the right track. That your focus, your insights, you're going, I feel like you're rolling down the hill at this point, and like it's going to be big. It's going to be really successful is what I'm getting. Yeah, that felt really off topic. It felt very Capricornish, but not on the topic about communicating needs. Communicate your needs in business is what I'm getting to. And I'm also getting a message around like negotiating contracts and like just negotiating anything. Like it might not necessarily be a contract, it may be like a job. Like when you get that promotion or you're successful at this and you have an opportunity to like get a raise or elevate your income, to like negotiate. Know your worth is coming up as well. Know your contribution. I'm getting a message around like tracking your contribution. so that you know what it is. You know, you're able to articulate it, I guess is you're able to articulate, you're able to communicate or articulate your contribution and therefore your compensation. Okay. All right, Capricorn. So these are the messages I've channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. Felt like a very Capricornish message for you. If something resonated, drop a comment down below. Click like and subscribe. And I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye-bye. Shalom, Aquarius. And welcome to your Soulful7 reading. Go ahead and snatch up your cards. All right, so the soul truth question that Spirit wanted you to take with you this week to meditate and journal on is, what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? Money messages, okay. Oh, let me go ahead and turn the card over. Pause it if you want to read it. All right. So obviously the focus for you this week is to think about, write about, meditate on money. But specifically your belief. I feel like it doesn't just have to be money. So if you're not really vibing with the money thing, like what are your beliefs about manifesting? Do your beliefs match what you desire? So this could be manifesting anything. I feel like money is just an option. You know, I feel like money kind of talks about abundance because we can live an abundant life, or we can live a life that we desire when we have options, which is what money gives us. So what do you believe about that? I feel like messages around like deserving. Do you feel like you deserve? Do you feel like you're worthy of? I feel like those types of questions are kind of coming into play here. But anyway, root work. What were you taught about it? So we have Wait for Winter as well as the Queen of Cups. The Wait for Winter card talks about manifestation. Manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. And then you have Queen of Cups. I feel like this idea of heartfelt wishes, Queen of Cups, Aquarius, is connected to the 11th house, which is the house of wishes granted. What I'm feeling like here, I feel like Spirit is communicating with you that you are in and/or quickly approaching a place, position, and space of manifestation, manifesting abundance, manifesting that house, manifesting that car, manifesting that peace, manifesting that balance, manifesting that job, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. I feel like there's a message saying that you are in or about to be in a place of manifestation. Do your beliefs align with what you want to see come to fruition? I feel like the Queen of Cups is communicating I just feel like it's an alignment. Like alignment of what your heart space and your mind and what you're communicating out to the ether, like your intuition, your heart, your mind, like all in alignment, like all of your everything in alignment. It feels like emotional intelligence. It feels like intuition. It feels like discernment. Some of you might be trying to manifest love or a partnership. And I feel like, again, you can replace the word money with that. What do I believe about partnerships and like successful? Do I believe I deserve a successful, loving partnership? Do those beliefs match my dreams? So, yeah, this feels like a very emotive message for you, Aquarius. And I know you're air. You're not only an air sign, but you're ruled by Saturn, which is like the most cold and aloof and distant planet. But we also understand that we are not just one sign's energy. We are a combination of all the signs. Even if all of our planets were in the same sign, still all of our houses are in various different signs. So we have all of the elemental energies. They just kind of manifest in different emphasis in our chart. And I feel like there's a message around like your heart space, imaginative energy, creative energy, and like what you were taught about it, what you believe about it, and if that's in alignment with what you want to manifest. All right, so Aquarius, those are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment down below if something resonated. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your Soulful7 reading, where we are looking at soul truth messages from Spirit. So the soul truth question that Spirit had for you is, on whom am I placing blame right now? So on whom are you, Pisces, placing blame right now? Okay, so messages around blame. I'm going to turn your card over. You can pause if you want to read the back. Ooh. No matter, okay, this is the message I'm getting. No matter who you're placing the blame on, you know the truth. You know the truth of it is what I'm getting. There's a message around like maybe your friends circle. Maybe there is some sort of scuffle or disagreement. Maybe you're blaming, for some of you I'm getting this message that you're blaming one of them, one of your friends, or there's some sort of discrepancy between one of your friends and like a lover or a partner. And you were like maybe blaming them, or maybe they were blaming you. This could be a flip too. Like maybe you're being blamed, but there's a message around blame here. You were maybe blamed, or they were blamed, but I feel like the truth is known, even if there are fingers being pointed. I feel like either way this is low vibrational if you're vibing with that message. I feel like the Queen of Feathers, that's the air energy. The Queen of Feathers is really just encouraging you to be above it all. Don't get dragged down into the drama if that message is connecting with you. The second kind of message that I'm getting is this idea of blame solves nothing, but truth, perception, taking responsibilities for your own actions, growing and developing wisdom, and understanding that you're supported is what I'm getting. I'm just feeling a really, really strong support group behind you, really, really strong. Feels very feminine. Female support group, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter how you identify, but I'm getting that your support group feels very divine feminine and very strong. I feel like there's a lot of wisdom there. I feel like there's a lot of success there. I feel like your support circle's like bomb AF. Like bomb. Queen of Feathers, support. Feels very bomb. Yeah, I feel like there's a message around, just this idea that blaming serves nobody. The truth is known. And just being discerning and trusting your powers of intuition and your discernment I'm also getting the message like not taking any BS from anyone either, because you know the truth. You're very intuitive, Pisces. I feel like Pisces, you know, because you're you're a mutable water sign, and you are very, very intuitive, almost to the point of painfully intuitive. But you don't always trust your intuition or your gut instinct, because your energy can flow and change so much. But what I'm getting though is almost like blending these energies. Like the Queen of Feathers she's a straight shooter. No, there's nothing mutable about the Queen of Feathers, because she knows without a shadow of a doubt what the truth is, and she's not willing to waver from that. And I feel like there's a strong message, Pisces, around you really solidifying your truth. You solidifying your truth and not wavering from that. That feels like a boundary that you need to draw. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Blaming isn't going to help, but determining what your truth is, your true north, your true core energy, setting a boundary around that, and making decisions and basing things and basing energy off of that place of solidity, that grounding, is going to like completely change your life. I keep getting these two energies, like Pisces, Queen of Feathers, just blending together. And I'm getting the message that you have a lot of support around you to do that. Yeah. You're very imaginative, creative. Imaginative sometimes to the point where you delude yourself, right? You start blaming, or you start creating little imaginative things and situations and scenarios that might or might not exist, right? It's that kind of weird Pisces playland of the imagination. Don't psych yourself out, boo. All right, Pisces. These are the messages I'm getting for you. Very interesting energy. I always really love messages, especially for Pisces, around boundaries. I'm a Pisces moon, so I totally get you. I'm not just picking on you. I totally understand and am encouraging you to invoke some of that Queen of Feathers energy. It's going to do you well. All right, so I said I was going to do a collective reading. So if none of the readings vibed with you, or maybe some of them did, but you're just kind of curious, this is kind of the final message, the collective. So, message for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective? The sun. I love when the sun comes out. I'm not going to sing the song that I usually sing. Hangman. Collective. King of Crystals. All right. Big energy. Really intense. All majors in court. Mature. Intense. Let's see if we can get a few more messages out here, and then I'll give my final. I'm actually going to put this like that, because that's going to be my far enough over. I don't think so. Let's see if we can do this. Ooh. Okay, so this popped out. Connection, the sun, King of Crystals, Hanged Man. This one did something weird. Attract. Ooh. Okay, there's starting to be some messages that are formulating. And then our final card is going to be a Tau. Progress. Okay. All right, collective. So this is the message that I am getting for you. The sun obviously keeps resonating with me. Connection, attraction, patience, progress, steady gains, but gains, like success. So this is what I'm saying for you, collective. There's a strong message around enjoying your life. That's what the sun card is really telling me. Enjoy your life, have fun, slow things down, be patient. It feels like enjoying your life. It's almost like when you're trying to attract a partner, right? You attract a partner, a positive, strong connection when you are minding your goddamn business, right? When you're just doing your thing, you're on your path and purpose, you're, going to that spin class that you love or the yoga thing, and you're doing the work that you enjoy, whatever you're doing, you're just living your best life, right? You're vibing hard, minding your business, and that's when that person comes along, enters into your life some kind of way. And I feel like it's that same thing. This idea of attracting what we want, whether it be a partner or something else. It takes patience. And it takes just enjoyment. Just living your damn life will bring that connection and attraction. And to me, the cards on the edges are kind of like the outcomes, right? You're going to make progress when you're enjoying your life, you're being patient, but still steady, right? The King of Crystals to me talks about being steady, being committed, understanding that there's patience. The crystal's energy is earth energy. Then the King of Pentacles, if you will, is basically suggesting that slow and steady wins the race, that your kind of diligence and persistence is going to pay off. You are going to make progress. But I feel like, again, with the sun, I feel like there's a strong message around enjoying your life. I'm also getting kind of a love reading here too, for those of you who are trying to manifest love in your life. That progress will be made when, again, you are enjoying your life. With the sun and the King of Crystals energy, I am seeing a positive partnership. Someone who is about their bag. They could be older than you or just be really mature. They're the type of person that's ready for a connection, who is patient because they're the King of Crystals. I'm feeling like this person's like either a business owner or they're in some sort of like higher up level, management or something of that nature. Yeah, I just feel like that this is a beautiful connection that's going to happen when you're most attractive, which is often when you're pursuing your life, you're living your life, and from a position and place of power and enjoyment and confidence, and being patient. Just, we're always trying to rush to the things that we want, not understanding that it's the journey. It's the journey that opens up to us that is the beautiful thing. Sometimes we think it's the end result, and yeah, the end result's great, but it's not the end all be all. It's just a part of that journey. It just so happens to be the end of the journey, but there's all this journey between that is kind of rich and makes for a good story. I mean, what story do you enjoy just hearing the end of it, right? You want to know the whole journey. So enjoy your whole journey, and just know that first of all, I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. My face hurts because I feel like there's really, really, really beautiful energy connected right now to this idea of enjoying your life. Enjoying your life. Don't rush through the moments. Enjoy them, even if they're difficult. Find some light in them. Find some life. Find a lesson in them. Come from a place of gratitude and positivity, because it's a strength, is the message I'm getting. Perspective. If you keep viewing things as something negative, then that is the energy you're going to get from it. That's how you're going to feel about it. And then your feeling is going to attract more negativity. So change your perspective. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity, not a failure, right? You just kind of switch up your perspective there on that. Yeah. Steady gains, patience, courage, commitment, joy, connectivity, attraction. That is what I'm seeing coming towards you, my beautifuls. So these are the messages that I've channeled. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if something resonated. Let me know if you watched the collective or if any of the other readings connected with you. And yeah, thank you so much for your beautiful energy, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.